Let me show you what I got.
We are also going live right now on the Employment Rallies, so please enjoy.
And now I want to welcome everyone to the Dan Thompson Employment Rallies and introduce our amazing keynote speaker and MC for the day, Larry Hill.
Good morning, everybody. It is an honor to be here. Over these next couple hours, we are going to have a blast. We're going to be friendly and have some fun today, guys.
How can agencies partner better?
We'd also like to see more direct employment.
Each person has value.
And currently I am at STCU and I love it.
I was there for 5.5 years. It was one of my best jobs I've had and the longest jobs I've had.
I believe in myself a lot, and I know all of you can do that too.
Let me show you what I got.
Here's the sign.
There you go.
Here's the sign. All right.
Say hi, everybody. Yeah, I love it.
As I see all of you online, I see lots of people who are instrumental in continuing to make employment a top-notch service in our state. Dan would pat each one of you on the back if he were here.
Yeah.
When the elementary school tried to tell my mother, I can't teach you how to read and you're not going to be able to graduate high school, my mother was determined. My mother would sit me in the hallways and she would teach me how to read herself. And I remember in the 4th grade when I read my first book, my mother had tears in her eyes because she had fought for this and she believed in me even though the schools didn't.
And I also learned how to work alongside others.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to my story.
And as we go through this timeline, you'll see that what starts in Washington state spreads, because then in 1975, the feds passed their federal law that said, oh, wait, yeah, Washington's right. So when you think about your being a part of this movement, you are part of something that sets the trend nationally.
I had the good fortune of being born in 1966 when my parents said no to the offer, quote unquote, of institutionalization. I said, no, she's cute. We'll take her home. Thanks.
Our online participants are also giving us their names and years, so we'd love to hear your story if you want to share it.
This is just my journey. Today you will hear from many others with similar stories as mine.
And we put the puzzle pieces together and we made it happen and boom.
We believe on the DDA side, all means all.
We live in a powerful place, and we are a part of not just the history, but of what comes next.
My career was, I worked at Applebee's for 7 years.
Next year will be 8 years I worked at the Heatman.
You can get over the fear of doing anything you set your mind to. Just have courage and go for it.
My name is Nathaniel Hostock, and this is my career and story.
Now, where do you see employment going along with other people as the years go by?
I want to see employment in every place.
I rocked it at work. And do you have a job?
Yeah, I like my job because it feels good for me, and it's very important I work hard because I rocked it and work together as a team.
We are just thrilled to be with the Dan Thompson Employment Forum right now, traveling across the state of Washington. It is phenomenal. And I got to say that watching everyone here is so inspiring and inspired. I'm just amazed. Thank you so much.
We're coming back and getting started in the rally, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with the presenters.
I've been able to live a full life because I had people who believed that I had the right to grow up. I had the right to become a full adult. And I want to say to all of you in the room who are students, you have the right to fully grow up.
My name is Megan. I was born in 2004, and our work helped me find my first ever paid job.
June 19th.
You graduate June 9th. Yeah. Congratulations, Braden.
Trillium will help me find my first paid job.
Nice! To know
that I would be going this far. Thanks to the staff, the high school, my parents, everyone that has supported me. I thank those who grant me this opportunity to be here today and to thrive through our community. I shall bring the light to those who are suffering through segregation, who are battling against discrimination. I thank you all for bringing me to this light.
And what actions can we commit to as an individual and as a community? We've done these rallies across the state. This is our 6th one. You've heard about our statewide Ellensburg rally next month. We're going to take that information from across the state and really look at an action plan.
Questions start to come up, and people started to advocate for themselves. And family members like Margaret Lee started to say, what about my son? What about my daughter? And some community opportunities started to become available for some people. A lot of those opportunities were segregated, sheltered workshops and day programs. I'm sure that's still in the memory of many of us in the room. But at the same time, on a national basis, self-advocacy was just barely beginning. And the voice was just a whisper of people with disabilities saying, what about me? 1971, as Margaret Lee said, Washington passed a special education law. 4 years later, the United States passed Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. And that starts a pattern. Washington does something, the nation notices. But innovation, possibilities, creativity has been a part of your history for decades.
This kind of thing has always been indicative of the state of Washington. It's one of the reasons why whatever it is we've been able to accomplish over the years, we've been able to accomplish it because of coming together and sharing and challenging and committing to different things. The difference, back to the first thing, the difference between 40 years ago and now is people with developmental disabilities were never part of the equation then, and now they are not only part of the equation, they're the leaders of the equation, and I think that's really, really incredible. That's a huge, huge leap.
We all have a place. We all have a part. There's still a lot of injustice that is happening to people with disabilities, even in our country, even in our state. And we need to work every day to changing that. And that just because we have these small victories, it doesn't mean the war is not over yet. Keep moving forward in advocacy and freedom for all people, no matter what their disabilities are. All means all.
Hi, everyone. That will be the end of our employment rallies. And I just want to say thank you all for coming in. Take care, everyone.